AS Roma is arguably one of the best teams to play in Serie A, so why are they nonsense this season? You see, after sacking the GOAT Jose Mourinho and absolutely mistreating him by firing him at AS Roma,
that's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
They have been playing like an absolute relegation threat of a club. So guys, guess who decided to send me a message? It was the Roma board calling me in and saying to me that we have a few objectives if this club wants to go far. They said, at number one, we don't want to lose Paulo Dybala at all costs and to qualify for the Champions League because Roma in the history have never won it. So with the AS Roma board putting their trust in me by signing me, will I be able to use the money that they give me to make the right signings in the right positions? Will the Roma board really trust me to go as far as I can to win the Champions League? First of all, let's take a good squad analysis at the team. Because if you can see the positives and negatives, we can probably make the right signings. After taking a good look at the team, guys, I realized that we need a lot of improvements, and most of these improvements are in positions where a lot of players are here on loan. I mean, if you can look at the bright side at Roma, we have Arton Dovbigger, but he actually used to play for Girona in Italy before he came. And there is Paulo Dybala, the player that we cannot lose, and he'll probably help us win the Champions League. I'll be converting him to a cam and maybe switching to another formation to help him soon into this. In terms of defense, guys, I think we're absolutely sorted, but we do need a CDM. We have a lot of midfielders, and Baldanzi is an absolute player. I'll be converting him to a right winger to see if he performs. Asmun and Dovbek are fine, and Manu Kune moving to central midfielder is not so good, so we have to actually find a new CDM. I mean, we have 72 million in the bank, the board has absolutely backed us up. And it will probably be best if we send a scout to Italy to find us the next De Rossi or maybe the next Francesco Totti. And guys, for the CDM position, we'll be signing Manuel Locatelli from the performer teams like Inter and Milan. These are the kind of signings we want to make. So after convincing Manuel Locatelli to come to Roma, we signed him for just an amount of 30 million. Oh, my bad. I meant 50 million. So Locatelli, welcome to the club. Another position I want to improve in this club is that good position for either Karaneshki or even another signing we could do is Gianluca Vicario from Spurs, because obviously he did play in Italy, but we just did not have the funds for us. So Zvila, turns out he'll be staying at the club. Or will he? That's right, guys. Wojciech Szczesny, you'd be wondering what on earth is a Barcelona goalkeeper doing on your transfer list? Well, if you guys don't know, Wojciech Szczesny actually used to play for Roma, and that's where his career really began. For those who only thought he actually played for Juventus and Arsenal, if you even knew he played for Arsenal, but just like that, guys, 27 million for a absolute world-class goalkeeper. Tammy Abraham will also be going out to Man United on loan for 12 months since they actually need him. And in the academy, I found Emmanuel Franco, but I'm going to release him because he's 52 rated. And Giorgio Martinelli will be promoted to the first team. And after a few training sessions, guys, it was finally about time we get into our first game as the Roma manager. And trust me, things did not go so well. But Martinelli on his debut will getting a start on the left-back position where Zaleski is supposed to be playing. Our first game was against Italian side Salernitana, and we conceded the opening goal. Wojciech Szczesny was actually making pretty good saves, showing that we actually spent a decent amount of money on this guy. 86 rated and he's making these kind of saves, but I also needed to switch up formations because no guys, this is not gonna go well. I switched to a 4-4-1-1 and let's see how this formation performed. It actually went very well. Asmun found the ball, picked it up for Baldanzi, and he poked the goal in the back of the net. If you guys stick around to the end, you'll see how much Baldanzi really helped this Roma team. This guy's an absolute super talent. I should use him in my other career mode. So guys, I'll be officially switching to a 4-4-1-1 formation, and we really need to improve on the left wing and the right wing. But Dovbik was still getting the job done here in the Serie A. Well guys, I guess Artem Dovbik really had a point to prove that we shouldn't really sell him, because I did want to replace him with Darwin Nunez later into the series. We actually ended up winning that game 4-0 against Hellas Verona. And this Roma team is somehow in the Europa League against Slavia Praha, and a team that I don't know called Livingston. They're probably from Republic of Ireland or something. So guys, now that we're in Europa, that is something I really want to win. Yeah guys, on that left wing spot, we're really lacking. But while we're at it, let's convert Baldanzi to a right winger so we can actually save some money while we're at it. And let's find some other left wingers that we can sign later in the season. Argentinian Matias Sule is someone I can also sign later in the season. I was also looking for some Premier League right wingers and left wingers, just someone that's really attacking. Felix Jean-Martin from the Olympic Lyon rebuild. I'll leave the link in the description down below. And I couldn't really find anyone except for Marcus Rashford. This season, his season is absolutely deteriorating, but let's forget about transfers for now. Now we have to focus on the AC Milan game, where Alvaro Morata absolutely got the better of us. Guys, this just showed how much our defense is really lacking because we lost that game 2-1. So we'll be simming until the first half of the season. And oh my days, guys, we're not even in top 4. What position is that? We're literally 7th. We're Conference League. What? And forget about that, in the Europa League we finished 2nd and it seemed like we're literally struggling, and I think we might be going to the preliminary round. To make things worse, guys, Renato Sanchez went back to his parent club to PSG. I guess he wasn't getting enough game time. What on all these stats? 24 games, 10 goals and 3 assists for Artem Dovbyk at a 79 overall. That's shocking. Dybala's also shocking. Baldan's at a 78, he go by 1 overall. That's perfectly fine. He's on the right wing position. You know what, guys? We have 50 million left in the bank, and I think it's time to cash in on Belotti. That is exactly how we raised that 50 million. And now it's a final decision. So Taylor's a 77 overall from Fiorentina. We can't sign him. Marcus Rashford and Anthony. You guys voted for Anthony, but by the time I did that poll, it was too late. So one of these two, Mess and Meme, is going to have to come to Roma. And you know what, guys? I think we're going to have to settle with Marcus Rashford from Manchester United under Ruben Amorim. We're going to be grabbing him for just 30 million, slotting in that left wing for Angelino. And I can't even lie, Cristante had to go, and 31 million. That's a pretty good deal. So Marcus Rashford, on his debut, was able to get his goal. Oh, and guys, guess who was absolutely performing in the Europa League? It was Artem Dovbyk. He actually ended up winning the Golden Boot. And at the end of the season, with this Roma team, we actually managed to finish above Juventus and Napoli and AC Milan. So Inter's the only good team that finished above us, and also AC Milan are right under us. Alright guys, you know, we lost the Serie of the season by just 1 point behind Inter. So next season, this is something we really have to win. We won the Coppa Italia, and we actually defeated AC Milan in that. And on top of that, we also won the Europa League. So that is a double for us. So with our captain, Pellegrini, raising up the Europa League, that means we've won the Serie A. Well, the Coppa Italia and the Europa League. So guys, with us taking the Europa League and the Coppa Italia back home Italy, I hope the Roma board can really back us up next season. And look at the growth on this team. And oh my days, guys, Artem Dovbyk stepping up, the Ukrainian scoring 35 goals and 14 assists. Thank God Roma actually signed him from Girona. He had an absolute banger of a season. Paulo Dybala did pretty well, and Baldan's with 13 goals and 5 assists. Marcus Rashford was a bit disappointing, but Paulo Dybala's contract is expiring and he made some pretty crazy demands. Marcus Rashford, bit underwhelming, but he did come in through halfway through the season, so I don't really blame him for that. And guys, you can't even lie on this one. Marcus Rashford did a pretty good job carrying us. Second season, 140 million in the bank. Guys, I'm taking a good look at the team, especially at the back. My midfield and attack is pretty much sorted in terms of depth, but this defense does not look so well. So Angelino actually went back to RB Leipzig because that's exactly where he was on loan from. Alright guys, now time for some improvements where we should improve. I think maybe on the right wing back spot for Shelik, Marcus Rashford is pretty good. Dovbyk might need a bit of a boost, but Tammy Abraham is back in terms of squad depth for the striker position. And I also need to replace Ndika, guys, while we still can. And guys, Paulo Dybala's contract is expiring, but what? Why on earth is he calling me to my own office, guys? Paulo Dybala says, oh my days, what are these demands? Yeah, for this team has some weak traits, that's true. If you want me to stay, you have to sign 3 Argentinians. What? Guys, I literally don't even have the money to be improving with Argentinians. But you know what, guys? If we really want him to stay, we're going to have to do that. And on top of that, the Roma board gave me some more objectives, guys, which was to win the Serie A and to win the Champions League. And you know what, guys? If we want to win these kind of trophies, we need to renew Paulo Dybala's contract. So just like that, we've offered him the contract and he's accepted it. And also, Szczesny's contract is also expiring. I don't know why I said him on a 1-year deal, but let's extend it to a 3-year deal. We should be done with that. And just like that, guys, Szczesny has accepted the deal. The board was willing to back us up with 140 million. And our first Argentinian is the left winger we needed to sign in the first place, Matias Zulia. And our squad really needs him because Marcus Rashford is pretty good, but Balagadi as well will be a good backup on the center back position. We'll bring back someone else, but Kumbula and Darboy are not getting the job done. So Balagadi will be joining Roma here for Marseille. So guys, just like that, Leonardo Balagadi's deal has been sorted over the line at 78 overall. Nehal Molina is actually a World Cup winner, so we'll be keeping him here at the club. He actually won the World Cup with Lionel Messi, by the way, the GOAT. And the number 14, the Johan Cruyff of this team maybe, is an Argentinian of course. Matheus Sula has been coming to Roma. He's actually linked there in real life to also Manchester United, just like Marcus Rashford. For 35 million, that's sorted. And our next right back spot for Shelik's replacement since Angelino left, guys, we'll be signing Molina, the number 6 of the team, for 54.6 million. I'll probably change his kit number, but I'm not going to do that. So guys, just like that, our team is sorted. Now Molina at the right back position. Will this be enough to win us La Liga? Guys, I actually meant the Serie A, and we're actually third. This is way better than last season halfway through the season. And to make things good for the board, we ended the Italian Super Cup semi-finals, and we lost to Manchester City. But on top of that, guys, Manchester City is also in the Champions League. They finished right above us, and the round of 16 we're facing RB Leipzig. Artem Dovbyk is stepping it up, guys. 21 goals and 5 assists in 25 appearances. Lucas Pellegrini, our captain, is actually doing very well. And Marcus Rashford, again, an absolutely overwhelming season. Paulo Dybala was told us to sign 3 Argentinians, but he can't even bag a few goals for himself. Guys, you can't write this stuff. Marco Russo at a 72 overall is actually at a loan. He was actually part of our academy. I didn't show it, but he's coming back soon, late next season. And we also need some defensive depth, so I want Dayot Upamecano, Upamecano for, of course, this Roma centre-back slot at the back, guys. And I'll actually be scouting some players in the Premier League because he's way too expensive. Alright guys, forget the Premier League. Let's go to Liga Portugal and find some good talents there, guys. Players. Oh guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 150 subscribers. We are almost there. Sporting and of course Porto produce a lot of talents. Gonçalo Inácio against Porto later this season actually performed really well. So I don't see why not signing him. And Ousmane Diomande, a very high potential hidden gem in FC24. Yeah guys, it's about that time we transfer Evan Ndika for some more funds. But of course guys, in Serie A we're still picking up our points. Marcus Rashford is starting to finally pick up form, and we're rejecting deals for our big players since we want to win the Champions League. Heck, even the Quadruple will be selling him to Bayer Leverkusen for 45 million. And guys, while all that is happening, we're still picking up form in Serie A. Lucas Pellegrini is actually starting to pop up a little bit, and also Paulo Dybala has to step up his game. We actually won the Super Cup 3-1. And guys, if you want to win the Serie A, you need to make these kind of marquee signings. That's right, Antonio Rudiger actually used to play for Roma. For those who didn't know, instead of playing for Chelsea and Real Madrid, that's where he actually picked up his career, just like Chesney. So I think maybe he's bringing in someone that has more experience in the centre-back position, has won the Champions League with Real Madrid, has won the Champions League with Chelsea as well. He'd do a better job here for 43 million Roma. And there we go, guys. Our defensive depth has been sorted for this season and the following season. And to finish the season, we finished second. Oh my days! Juventus is above us. I mean, we finished on top behind Inter and AC Milan, who finished 7th again. We actually also lost the Coppa Italia semi-finals, and the Champions League final was made by PSG and Roma, the Italian side and the French side, which let me know in the comment section down below if you should rebuild them. But we're playing against the likes of Ousmane Dembele and Kolo Muani, and these are the end of the season stats. Artem Dovbyk, the person I didn't want to replace with Darwin Núñez in the following season, I thought he was bad. With 41 goals and 10 assists, that's a pretty good season. I don't know about Tammy Abraham though, if he had a pretty good or a bad season. 12 goals and 4 assists. Remember, he was on loan to Manchester United. But that's what happened in the Champions League final against PSG. We were not ready for this, were we? And yep, we lost the Champions League final to PSG 2-1. Well, at least we didn't get smashed, but I think this shows that our team still needs a lot of quality and we're not ready for the Champions League final just yet. And guys, if you think that's bad, all we won this season was just a EA Sports Super Cup. It's not even licensed. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you want to be part of the new Team of the Year partner with Kylian Mbappe and Lamine Yamal, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 150 subscribers, and this season, guys, we need to win the quadruple. If we do, like, actually the treble, because we couldn't even win the quadruple last season. So, yeah, I think if we can win it this season, guys, we're definitely on something new. The Roma board already sent me a message, and they told me it's the last season for a treble. So we need to get this sorted. I quickly analyzed the squad, guys, and man, we just need a lot of quality in this team. I don't know what's shorting. Molina at the right back spot is fine. Baldanzi's performing. Should he get a new left back? Should he get, like, you know what? I think that's exactly what we need. Zaleski needs to go. We need to find a new left back. No more mercy, guys. No more let him grow. No. Marco Russo will be coming back. Gianluca, I don't know why I start calling him. I thought his name was Lucas Benzini. But yeah, we have 212 million in the bank, guys. We need to use this to our advantage. I need to renew Lucas Pellegrini's contract. He needs to stay at the club. He's basically our highest rated player. He's the only captain material left in the team. So I think it makes sense to sign him. So I'm going to be submitting the offer, guys, for 100,000 in wages and a bit of a signing bonus. I have no choice. I'll be submitting the offer. So, guys, Alejandro Grimaldo is a player that has played for Spain. He's won the Euros with them. Plays for Bayer Leverkusen and also won it undefeated. Darwin Nunez, he could be Artem Dovbik's replacement, but I really want to go in here for Alejandro Grimaldo because that's exactly where I want to splash the cash, guys. For Lozeski, he's really running out. Darwin Nunez offer got rejected, so I think it's best if we just sell him. And Alejandro Grimaldo, sell him. What did I just say? So, guys, with the signing of Alejandro Grimaldo over the line and done deal. We still have to win the treble this season, so we also need to make a bit of some defensive depth. But the price tag that we bought him was 70 million, and that's pretty good enough for the left wing back spot. We'll be partnering with Antonio Rudiger, Mancini, and Molina on the right. We need some growth in our team, so it's best to get some coaches. And I also need a backup goalkeeper. So Antonio Rudiger's teammate Andre Lunin will be coming from Real Madrid to join him at the back. So, guys, for 32 million, guys, the deal is done for Andre Lunin. We are left with 95 million pounds, euros, I mean, guys. So just like that, we have reached the Champions League final. Come on, guys, get in the bag. This is exactly what we wanted. We also won the other tables. Actually, we also won the table, by the way. I just announced about some YouTube where I was showing the part where we won the Serie A and the Coppa Italia. But yeah, the Champions League, so we have the Champions League final highlights. I've reached the end of the reboot. Thank you guys for tuning in.